Y'all, the military has just been served steak and lobster. And if you don't know what that means, look it up.
America is joining the war.
Have y'all seen the video of this girl? She's like brand new to the army. And she's like, I just wanted to show you what the army feeds us. And she opens up this box and it's got steak and lobster and desserts. A full to-go box full of extravagant food. She's like, wow, the army's not that bad.
The Army automatically takes out $450 a month out of my paycheck so I can eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Here is what I got for the Army's birthday. Ta-da! Steak, Capri salad, asparagus underneath, garlic bread that I already been into, lobster, hush puppies, a baked potato under this, steak.
How's yours? I'm ready for war. We're going to war. I might have to double it. I had to run it back.
I am shocked, ladies and gentlemen, as I didn't know that this is a real thing actually. But the biggest question, this woman asked, where is America going to WAR? Who is America going to be involved with in a WAR?
I am announcing today that the United States will withdraw from the Iran nuclear deal. In a few moments, I will sign a presidential memorandum to begin reinstating U.S. nuclear sanctions on the Iranian regime. We will be instituting the highest level of economic sanction. Any nation that helps Iran in its quest for nuclear weapons could also be strongly sanctioned by the United States.
Let's try a piece. Lobster. Oh, that's so good. Hush puppy. Garlic bread. This might be my favorite thing.
And the comments are like, oh no, we're cooked. They said, baby, you're about to deploy. And she's like, what? What do you mean? Baby, the army is not giving you steak and lobster on a random weekday. I'm talking about some, wow, why don't I join sooner? They treat us so well, steak and lobster, y'all should join. Baby, there's a war behind you. You about to go, you about to be sent off. And she's replying to all the comments, she's like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? What do you mean? Somebody was like, baby, I am a civilian and I know that's not good. She over there just chowing down, so delicious, so delicious. I know for a fact, an hour later, she opens up TikTok to have this thing flooded with comments. She went from peacefully enjoying steak and lobster for lunch to pissing herself.
That he's about to get us into a nuclear conflict. He's about to send us to war with Iran.
America is joining the war. Moments ago, Donald Trump posted a very cryptic message on social media calling for the full evacuation of Tehran. The post said, Iran should have signed the deal I told them to sign. What a shame and a waste of human life. Simply stated, Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. I said it over and over again. Everyone should immediately evacuate Tehran. And in the moments following this post, dozens of U.S. warplanes began heading to the Middle East. And this is all following his refusal to sign the G7 statement calling for de-escalation between Israel and Iran. And according to Israeli media, the United States is now preparing to launch military strikes against Iran. No wonder they didn't want to sign declarations of de-escalation.
Yeah, if you don't know what that means, look it up. When the troops get steak and lobster. And the Domino's pizza locations nearest to the White House and the Pentagon, their orders have gone through the roof. And Donald Trump's on his way back from the G7 conference early to meet with his National Security Council in the Situation Room at probably around 2 a.m. East Coast time. And we're moving a second aircraft carrier strike group into the Middle East. And we just sent over a bunch of refueling jets. This is not good, man. This is Donald Trump's vengeance, retribution, punishment, and to make up for the impotence of his military parade on Saturday and the No Kings protest.
And y'all, let me tell you, the entire discourse now is on the internet. People are saying, it makes sense now. They have been strategically trying to stop Job Corps, right? Forcing the kids to go into the military. When it comes to deployment, they can be selling off the black people. Now, here's this black woman who is so excited she's getting lobster and steak, but it means they are going to be deployed into a WAR. If it's not in America, if it's not in South America, if it's not in Africa, and it's not in Europe, where is it? Now, people are speculating that maybe the United States of America could be sending these people, yes, to the promised land. Y'all know, I don't want to say the name because y'all know YouTube be flagging everything that you say about that country. And we know what's going on between that country and Iran.
You have just been drafted into the United States military. You're going to see the record for the most people who willingly said, I'd actually rather sit in a jail cell.
Bro, why everybody texting me talking about I'm about to be front lines? Talking about DJ, go ahead, hold it down for us. Hold it down? Bro, I'm logistics.
See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? Iran? See, we ain't in this. That's what I'm talking about. We ain't in this. You see this? Iran just say, this is what they drop.
Wait, I have a serious question. If the United States drafts Americans, typically they would be drafting Gen Z, right? So who do they expect is going to fight this for them? Because the majority of Gen Z doesn't support Israel. Like, that's kind of when you know you've reached the end of an empire, I guess you could say.
If I was a male between the ages of 18 and 25, I would go and get a medical diagnosis from a doctor or physical disability diagnosis from a doctor, and I would do it as soon as possible. Being that Israel is doing what they're doing at this point, I have no doubt in my mind that they're going to try and drag the United States into this war with them. I remember last year they were trying to pass Bill HR 8070. It had a lot of information in it about service members and some things about the military and medical military and all that stuff. But one of the main things that I noticed that it had in it was the fact that it would automatically register males between the ages of 18 to 25 for selective service. They didn't have to notify anybody. It would automatically do it at the age of 18. Now, the House of Representatives did pass this bill, but ultimately it did not go through Senate, so it's still pending, which means it could still be passed. But the only thing that could keep you from being drafted if you're 18 to 25 years of age is if you have a disability, a medical disability from a doctor or a physical disability that you have been diagnosed by a doctor. Even going to college cannot exempt you from being drafted. If they need enough people and you are able-bodied, you can be drafted between the ages of 18 and 25. And the way this administration's going, I have no doubt in my mind that it could get to this point. We have 3.5 years left. So there's no telling. Things are popping off and it's bound to happen at this point.
Remember when y'all had said that y'all weren't voting for Kamala because she was going to start a war because women are overly emotional and lead with their emotions and make decisions with their emotions? And remember that time y'all said that Kamala wasn't good for nobody and that if we chose her, it was just going to end up being crazy. We were going to have war and all kinds of stuff. And then by not voting for Kamala, y'all were choosing the best option by just not voting at all. And remember, today that Trump said that, hey, Iran probably wants to eliminate the United States and United States bases if he plans to Iran. And remember when Netanyahu told Fox News or some media outlet that Iran said that they were going to possibly plan the unalivement of Trump because Trump got rid of their Secretary of Defense or whatever the case is, because they consider him enemy number one. So y'all remember that? Yeah.